speaking of the glory days of the Attitude Era, Kev, or the New Generation Era, whatever it's called, Bret Hart has to be ribbing here, right? It's all over the wrestling news today. The quote from that hour and a half interview he did at the, I guess it was the anniversary of the Montreal screw job, so they were talking to him. And
wasn't it in Toronto?
It was in Canada somewhere, but I think it coincided with they're doing a thing for this because it was Survivor Series with the.
Now, just so everyone knows, this is a reaction video, okay? Wait till you hear what Kevin Nash is going to say. I have not heard this yet, but I'm sure, because Shawn is a good friend of his in the Kliq, that this is not going to be so great for Bret.
Screw job. But, so he's claiming that, quote, I think that Shawn and Vince were sleeping with each other. I'm just telling you, I think I'm very close to the truth here. Shawn and Vince were lovers. I'm being dead honest.
Yep.
When I look back, it's like I got caught between two lovers and I got shafted and screwed over. And Shawn was so envious and jealous of my position that he finally had to sleep with Vince to get it.
Yeah.
I would say it to Shawn if he was right here. I would actually like to have Shawn come clean and say, look, we were lovers. Because I'm sure they were. If I saw either Shawn or Vince here, I would say, I think you guys were lovers.
Oh, man, I've heard this thing so many times now. I'm just really interested to hear what Big Kev is going to say.
In the past year, I feel like Bret has said one outrageous thing after the next. Is it in an effort to stay in the news, to stay relevant? What's going on with Bret?
I have no idea. I mean, I spent the better part of 3 years of my life with Shawn Michaels, and I never remember having a double knockout with Vince during any of our travel. I mean, the only time I saw Vince was when we were getting ready to strike in Indianapolis.
In Indianapolis.
Yeah, the Indianapolis Summit.
Which hotel? You remember it all. Which hotel?
It was Country Squire.
And was it the hotel bar where the meeting was? Or you got a conference room.
We had a conference room.
You got a conference room. This is incredible.
We told Hunter to sit it out. He didn't need to eat. He was too new.
Right, and then the curtain.
So, yeah, this had to be like, what, 94, 95 when that happened in Indianapolis with the strike? Had to be. But let's just say this. If Vince McMahon really was having some sort of relationship with Shawn Michaels, I'm sure he would do a pretty damn good job keeping it on the hush-hush, keeping it quiet. I'm sure Shawn would be keeping it quiet too. He's not going to go tell, Big Kev over here and freaking Razor Ramon, Scott Hall. He's not going to be like, hey, guys, I'm sleeping with Vince. It wouldn't happen that way. That was my Shawn Michaels impression.
He didn't have to sit that one out.
No, he was ingrained by then. He was smart. But
is this the thing though? Is this the sour grapes thing with Vince? Because the Ultimate Warrior bearskin rug.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I heard Hogan tell me a story with him and Brutus, and they came by and stopped by Warrior's place unbeknownst to anybody. And I heard that story, and
which can't be cut that short.
What's that?
What's the rest of the story?
I love how Kevin brings this up, and now Shawn is like, whoa, what's this thing with Brutus the Barber Beefcake?
Beefcake! I wasn't there, so I'm not...
Hogan's taking it to the grave?
No, fuck no, he told everybody. I'm just not going to...
But Hogan was known for lying. A lot.
I'm not going to say anything derogatory about anybody that's deceased.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
Was it? But it didn't involve Vince.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, I thought this was another guy.
And Pat Patterson.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
Nothing
boy.
further, Your Honor.
And the Warrior.
Yeah.
Right.
They were
a little rotisserie.
They were all in the story, but
Someone's getting spit roasted.
no.
Oh my God! Someone's getting spit roasted. Jesus.
But I'm not gonna. It was just a situation, and like I heard it, and I just kind of went like,
Listen, I've heard a lot of shit about Vince. Never that.
no. Was that a pun?
A lot of shit about Vince. Yeah, good. Perhaps. Brilliant.
Was that a pun?
Wow.
Uh,
Wow.
Listen, I've heard a lot of shit about Vince. Never.
Wow. I just picked up on that. Yep. A lot of shit about Vince.
For that.
no.
Was that a pun? I love it.
Was that a pun?
Everybody comment, was that a pun if you're still watching?
A lot of shit about Vince. Yeah, good. Perhaps.
Good.
Brilliant, and I don't know it.
Yeah.
But,
That's great.
yeah, so I don't know. I read that, and
I didn't.
wondered what the fuck's
I didn't buy that shit when I heard it. You know.
Kevin, if anyone in the world would have known, if any member of the Kliq had a proclivity to turn the menu over, it would have been you guys. You would have known.
We would not only would we have known, but
Not necessarily. Not necessarily, like I said earlier.
there's just no way that it would be that he would never have told anyone. He couldn't ever tell anybody.
Right.
There's no see. That's one of those things where you tell a story like that, and you say, "I'm sure," but no, you're not.
No way.
No, this is all his speculation. He
Right.
saw nothing. He didn't walk in on
Whatever.
Pat Patterson or anything like that.
No,
That might
it's
have
just
happened. But he puts it out there though. He's not afraid to do that. And that's what I wonder
I
about.
think
Like,
it's.
what's this
I think
all
it's.
about?
I think it's in poor taste.
No
I
pun.
mean, I know they're talking about the screw job, so I mean,
No pun.
none. But I just
No pun on the screw job.
number one, like, please somebody get the fuck over that.
Yeah, at this
I
point.
mean,
It has to be the single most reported and covered wrestling news story
Ever.
in my lifetime. And I mean, it really.
No. I would say Montreal screw job and the Owen Hart incident. Right there at the top of the list. If you really want to go that far. I would put Owen Hart's death up there as well because it was such like a mystery about what really happened and all the truth to it. Let me know if you agree. What do you think is one of the other biggest wrestling stories in history? Put it in the comments. Leave a like if you
Wasn't
can.
even a story outside of the purview of what would happen in wrestling. I mean, that shit, promoters taking their belts, has happened all the time.
Sure.
Maybe it was just the personalities involved.
yeah,
Really, you know what, Kevin? The reason is because Vince took that, whether it was planned or not, and turned it into his becoming the number one heel in the business for however the hell many years the Mr. McMahon thing went on.
Yeah, I was just going to say
mean
that's when he officially became Mr. McMahon. When he really became the heel. Bret spit in his face and I think he punched him and like legitimately, and then that was the birth of the Mr. McMahon character, to my understanding.
take a situation and make it to the greatest advantage possible. God, that doesn't sound like something Vince would do.
say anything you want about Vince. He's brilliant in his role.
There's an interview with Steve Austin, and you can tell Steve's young. He's not, and he said they're giving word association. He says, Vince McMahon, he says, don't particularly fucking like him, but goddamn pretty much close to genius I've ever met. Sweet. And that's what came to that business, man. One of the things, like when I saw that thing today on Diesel, and he had my folder. The minute he anointed me the champion, he had my folder, and he directed that year of my life. And I was really fucking not feeling the wish you a Merry Christmas moment. And he slowly, castrated the character that got over in Providence. And then towards the end, I just realized, like, oh, fuck, man. He doesn't get it. He has this red, white, and blue, larger than life. Like, people will say a lot of things about me, and they'll say a lot of things about me being a champion, but these are the things I'm most proud of during my run. I was the first person to show up on any talk show not in their gear. I showed up on Regis and Kathy in a fucking blue suit with a tie.
I actually did not know that. That he was the first wrestler to do an appearance essentially out of character.
I was the first person that said, Uncle. No other athlete shows up in their fucking outfits. Like, we got it. So I'm proud of that. I'm proud of the fact that I bitched when we went to India and we didn't know what the payments were going to be. We were going someplace and we were getting a battery of fucking shots that if Robert Kennedy was in fucking office, we probably could have used him to veto the India trip.
You would have had to cancel the tour for sure.
Yeah, too many shots. But at least I got us the top of the card. I got us a base, and the bottom of the card I got us a base. And I said, when we get off the plane, it was right before Christmas. I said, when we get off the plane, we need to get our paychecks for that tour right then. And JJ was waiting in New York with the envelopes for the guys to get their fucking money before they went home for Christmas. And I thought that was huge. So
that is a huge, huge thing, especially when you're dealing with someone like Vince McMahon, who can be a little stingy with money at times, as far as paying people. So, I mean, again, this is just what I heard.
I might not have had, 1,000 great matches, but I looked at that picture today, and I looked at the footage of me winning, and I said to myself, I was a big old motherfucker for being tested twice a week for steroids and never failing.
Wow.
And that's why they were handing me that strap.
Well, I mean, you were a godsend at a time when they were under such heat for that, and you get a guy your size to come in, you're fucking clean.
If you want to hate me for being blessed with good genetics, then that's fine. If you expect me,
I mean, it's good genetics, just like he said.
To have the facial structure, the body, the intelligence, and be able to fucking wrestle. Come on. Somebody that's been doing it for fucking less than 3 years. Somebody that at the point when he became champion had less than 200 matches. I think only Bill had less matches than me.
Mm-hmm. And let it be known, everything we've just been talking about, you didn't have to suck a dick to do it.
Huh.
Kev, just like your professional wrestling career, you haven't missed, I don't know, have you ever missed a shot? We haven't missed a shot here, right?
I missed shots. I fucking tore my quad.
Oh yeah.
Well, but you were out for an injury. That's being put on the IR.
I mean, let's be honest. I know that stigma, that story follows Nash everywhere about him tearing his quad. I've heard and read a bajillion jokes about it, but it's just part of the business. Look at Vince tearing both quads when he went into the ring that time and still continued the promo. So, with that being said, do you agree with Nash and Shawn about what Bret said? Do you disagree? I want to hear from you. And if you like this stuff, make sure to subscribe to Kevin Nash's channel. Click this. Links in the description. If you enjoyed our reaction here, my reaction, make sure to subscribe. Let's see if we can hit 1,000 subscribers. We're really close. And let's see if we can get 1 like on this video. All right? Happy holidays. And until next time, keep watching that wrestling. We'll keep reacting. And if you don't like it, we got 2 words for you. Subscribe.